The Maltese Falcon, film noir, Humphrey Bogart, Mary Astor, Peter Lorre. What more could you ask for?
Outcast.
I have to be upfront with y'all. Film noir is not my favorite genre. But when it's good, it's real good. I'd already read Dashiell Hammett when I sat up one night with my dad and watched the movie on Color 10 out of Springfield, Missouri for the first time. My 12-year-old mind was blown. It's one of the rare instances where I think the movie's actually better than the book. I've never been able to separate Sam Spade from Humphrey Bogart's performance ever since. The cinematography is a masterpiece of black and white film. Framing, blocking, composition, contrast, every single frame is a work of art. If you have the opportunity to see the film on 4K, take it. It is gorgeous. But one criticism: stop removing grain from black and white films. It's supposed to be there. The movie uses one of my favorite storytelling techniques, the extremely unreliable narrator, who has a nasty habit of leaving out very important information. And by the end, you're left with more questions than answers. This time around, I have to be pretty vague about the plot. The way the story unfolds is half the fun of the movie. I don't want to ruin it for any of y'all who haven't seen it. And long story short, it's a good movie. Go watch it. The story revolves around the search for an ancient gold and jewel-encrusted statue. The movie opens in the detective's office in San Francisco. Sam Spade, played by Humphrey Bogart, is rolling a cigarette, wasting time at his desk. His secretary announces they have a new client, and in walks Bridget O'Shaughnessy, played by Mary Astor. Miss O'Shaughnessy has a tragic story. Her sister has run off with a bad man, and that very dangerous bad man is preventing the two sisters from communicating. She wants the detectives to find her sister, and then convince her to come home to her loving family. As Miss O'Shaughnessy finishes up her tragic tale, in walks Archer, Sam's business partner. Archer immediately starts hitting on Miss O'Shaughnessy. She does nothing to rebuff his advances. She drops a bunch of money on the table as a retainer and then leaves with a swish of her hips. Archer announces, "This case is mine," and he can't keep the drool off of his chin. Sam is awakened by the dreaded midnight phone call. He learns that Archer has been shot and killed. A few hours later, he learns the guy that he'd been hired to locate, he'd been shot and killed as well. The police are now breathing down Sam's neck because they think he shot that guy because that guy shot Archer. Confused yet? It's getting worse. Sam confronts Miss O'Shaughnessy, who breaks down and confesses. There's no sister. It was all a lie. What she's really doing is running from some very dangerous people. Sam is back at his office when in walks Joel Cairo, played by the great Peter Lorre. Joel is looking for an old statue, and he's willing to pay a lot of money. Cash. No questions asked. When Sam is distracted, Joel pulls a gun. He wants to search the office. He wants that statue. In the ensuing struggle, Sam takes the gun away from Joel and knocks him out. He searches Joel and finds that Joel is carrying a bunch of passports. Joel is shady as hell. When Joel wakes up, he immediately offers money. Really wants that statue. As he's leaving, he asks for his gun back. Sam obliges. Joel immediately pulls the gun on Sam. He's going to search that office. Gotta admire the guy's dedication. The trail soon leads Sam to the Fat Man and his hired killer. The Fat Man is a wealthy art collector who's willing to do anything to get that statue. He's offering large sums of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's money, if Sam can get him that statue Again, no questions asked. And we're off to the races. Twists and turns until the final confrontation. Of course, I have to talk about the design. The Maltese Falcon is a time capsule of late 30s, early 40s Art Deco. And it's really well done. I had to keep rewatching the scenes where Sam Spade talks to the Fat Man in the Fat Man's hotel room. I kept getting distracted by the design details. The fireplace mantle, the furniture. The whiskey decanter is amazing. And I want Sam Spade's office. It looks like it'd be an amazing space to experience. One of the little touches of storytelling that I really appreciate, everywhere you go in public, the lobbies, the streets, hallways, even elevators, they're all full of people, all going about their daily lives. Makes the world seem incredibly vibrant and alive, lived in. And somehow, it makes what all the main characters are doing seem all the more seedy and dirty. The Maltese Falcon is a very clever reinterpretation of the mysterious stranger. Y'all didn't think I'd leave that one alone, did ya? In this case, all the main characters are mysterious. We know almost nothing about their backstories. And we quickly learn that what we do know are lies, half-truths, and manipulations. You can't believe a word that comes out of these people's mouths. The mystery is particularly thick around Sam Spade. We know that he's a tough, no-nonsense, hard-boiled detective, and we know that he has a very contentious relationship with the authorities. The police aren't real thrilled with him, and the DA has tried to have his license pulled sometime in the past. Sam doesn't like Archer, his business partner, and in the past, Sam had an affair with Archer's wife. She still has a thing for him. He doesn't want anything to do with her. We are never told the whys and wherefores of any of this. This makes it very hard to get a handle on what makes Sam tick, his motivations, why he does what he does, and by the end of the movie, we have to assume his morals and ethics. Sam is always one step ahead of everybody else. He's so sneaky and manipulative, I've never been able to make up my mind if he truly fell in love with Miss O'Shaughnessy, or if everything he said and did was just all part of his scheming to get to the bottom of the case. There is one clue, one possible insight into Sam's character. In the entire movie, there's only one decent human being. One person who isn't constantly lying, cheating, manipulating, backstabbing, stealing, and murdering. Elfie, Sam's secretary. She is the only person throughout the entire film that Sam treats with respect and consideration. There's a scene late in the movie where Sam makes it very clear to Miss O'Shaughnessy that he's not going to take the heat for what she's done. In fact, he's not going to do anything to help her. Contrast that with how he treats Elfie. He trusts her implicitly. He's willing to put his life in her hands. He reflexively protects her at every turn, always willing to put the heat on himself. It's almost like Sam isn't as jaded and cynical as he wants the world to believe. I've always interpreted Ellie as one lone beam of pure light that pierces the dark, seedy gloom of Sam's world. And Sam values that pure light so much, he's willing to do whatever it takes to protect it. There's always hope. There's always light. There might be a message in there for all of us. At any rate, I hope I've given you all something to think about, and then until next time, y'all be safe. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. And while you're at it, why don't you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel? Click that notification bell, and you can listen to me yammer on about something else next time.
Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment.